Welcome to Cold Brew Finance's end-of-month World Currencies, Stock Markets and Commodities Deep Dive for Friday, May 30th, 2025. Kicking things off, I'm Victoria Cashmore. In currency markets, the US dollar showed broad weakness against major currencies. The greenback closed at 0.8809 against the euro, while facing a very strong negative trend. The sterling hit a new one-year low at 0.7432. Three-month returns show significant dollar weakness, with the euro gaining 8.6% and the Swiss franc strengthening by 8.9%. The pound has advanced 6.5% over the same period. Looking at annual rates of return, the dollar's decline is most pronounced against the Swiss franc, down 9%, while showing similar weakness against the euro and pound, both down over 5%. The Singapore dollar strengthened notably, with the US dollar falling 1.2% to 1.2908. Conversely, the Indian rupee weakened, with the dollar gaining 1% to 85.4770. Three-month performance shows the New Zealand dollar gaining 6.2% against the US dollar, while the Canadian dollar strengthened by 5%. The Singapore dollar advanced 4.5%. Annual rates of return reveal modest changes for some pairs, with the rupee and kiwi both showing roughly 2.5% movement. The yuan remained relatively stable with less than 1% change.
Looking at global stock market tracking ETFs, I'm Max Profit. Taiwan leads with a 10.3% gain to 52.38. Austria follows at 10%, hitting new yearly highs and showing very strong upward momentum after 5 consecutive monthly gains. Three-month returns show Austria leading with a 21.4% gain, followed by Indonesia at 18.3%. Over 6 months, Austria maintained strength with a 37.5% return, while Taiwan and Indonesia showed negative returns. Looking at annualized returns, Austria shows exceptional strength with a 121% annualized rate over 3 months and 91% over 6 months. Indonesia follows with a 99% 3-month annualized return despite longer-term weakness. Among underperforming markets, Thailand dropped 2.6% to 53.39, showing strong downward momentum. Turkey declined 2.2%, marking its 5th consecutive monthly decrease and new yearly lows. 3-month returns show Turkey down 12.5%, while Thailand fell 15.8% over 6 months. Brazil shows mixed signals with a positive 12.9% 3-month return, but negative yearly performance. Annualized returns highlight Turkey's weakness with minus 42% over 3 months and minus 33% over 6 months. Thailand shows similar strain with minus 29% 6-month annualized returns, despite some recent stabilization.
Considering commodities, I'm Liquidity. Gold futures closed at 3,315.40, down 3.70, showing a very strong positive trend. Silver futures ended at 33.3, up 0.20, while copper futures finished at 4.68, rising 0.6. Aluminum futures gained 2.4% to 2,348.50, and palladium futures advanced 2.8% to 961.30. Over 3 months, gold futures led returns at 16.4%, averaging 0.21% daily. Silver and copper showed modest gains, while aluminum declined 8.3%. Palladium demonstrated mixed performance with a quarterly gain but 6-month decline. Annual rates of return highlight gold's strength, showing an 85% annualized return over 3 months. Silver posted a 21% annualized return, while aluminum and palladium struggled with negative annual rates exceeding -29%. In energy futures, Brent crude and crude oil both hit new one-year lows, closing at 62.78 and 60.79 respectively. Natural gas rose 3.6% to 3.45, while gasoline declined slightly. Heating oil recorded a new one-year low at 2.1. 3-month returns show significant declines across energy futures. Brent crude fell 13.1%, crude oil dropped 12.9%, and natural gas declined 10.1%. Heating oil posted the largest decline at 13.4%. Annual rates reveal the depth of energy market weakness. Brent crude and crude oil show annualized losses exceeding 40% over 3 months. Only natural gas demonstrates positive returns over the full year, up 34%. Livestock futures showed broad strength. Live cattle and feeder cattle both hit all-time highs, closing at 207.40 and 298.82 respectively. Lean hogs reached a one-year high at 101.33. Class II milk rose 4.3%, while corn fell 6.6%. 3-month returns highlight livestock strength. Lean hogs led with a 21.1% gain, followed by live cattle at 9.9% and feeder cattle at 8.7%. Corn contrasted with a 5.4% decline. In livestock futures, live cattle and feeder cattle both hit new all-time highs this month, gaining 1.6% and 2.1% respectively. Both show very strong positive trends and have closed up 3 consecutive months. Lean hogs rose 3.1%, achieving a new one-year high. In grains, corn futures dropped significantly by 6.6%. Wheat futures broke upward from sideways movement but maintains a very strong negative trend. Rough rice hit a new one-year low, while oat futures gained 6.3%. Looking at daily returns, wheat shows consistently negative performance across all time frames. Rough rice has particularly struggled over the past 6 months, with an average daily decline of 0.07%. Oats maintain positive daily returns across all periods. Annual returns paint a challenging picture for grains. Wheat shows significant weakness with a -24.8% annual return. Rough rice similarly struggled at -24.3%. Oats show modest strength in the 6-month time frame with a 12% annualized return. In soft commodities, coffee plunged 14.5%. Sugar hit a new one-year low amid a very strong negative trend. Cocoa surged 10.1% with a very strong positive trend, while orange juice gained 6.7%. Daily returns show coffee averaging a strong 0.18% daily gain over the past year. Cocoa maintains consistent positive daily returns across all time frames. Orange juice shows significant weakness in 6-month returns, averaging -0.38% daily. Annual returns highlight coffee's remarkable 47% gain over the past year. Orange juice shows considerable weakness, with a -37.7% annual return. Cocoa maintains positive returns across all time frames, though more modest at 5.8% annually.
And with that, we conclude another end-of-month world currency, markets and commodities episode. I'm Victoria Cashmore, along with my AI co-hosts Max Profit and Lou Quidity. Thanks for watching. Look for daily wrap-ups every day just after 5 p.m. New York time. Please like, subscribe, comment, share. Cold Brew Finance is an experimental project with market reports written, narrated and delivered totally by AI, with market data kindly provided by financialmodelingprep.com. Always seek professional financial advice before making any investment decisions. Check into the channel daily for coverage of stocks, crypto, currency and commodities. Thanks for watching.